Get ready for the heat because the feud between Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith is officially exploding. Celtics star Jaylen Brown just unleashed an absolutely unfiltered NSFW response to Smith, escalating the tension to a fever pitch as the conflict over journalistic integrity and platform use reaches a breaking point. The broader implications of this conflict, including Jaylen Brown's criticisms of NBA officiating and the enduring clashes between players and top media personalities. Don't miss the full breakdown. Stay locked in for more breaking news. The escalating feud between Celtics star Jaylen Brown and sports media personality Stephen A. Smith has reached a new, highly confrontational level following a recent stream, with Brown delivering an unfiltered response to Smith's commentary. The tension between the two high-profile figures in sports and media is intensifying. During a recent Twitch stream, Brown reacted strongly to a clip of Smith discussing him on First Take and his continued call for Smith to retire. Brown used explicit language in his critique, stating, "F.K. Stephen A.," and reiterated his demand, saying, "Like my offer still stands. You want me to be quiet and stop streaming? Well, I want you to be quiet and get off these networks, because you're not using your platform to do real journalism." This latest outburst follows a history of friction between the two. The beef originated at the end of the Boston season, when Brown labeled Smith as his favorite player. Smith had subsequently told Brown to be quiet and take a vacation unless he was seeking a trade, prompting Brown to post on X indicating he would remain silent upon Smith's retirement. The current escalation stems from Brown questioning Smith's narrative regarding Jayson Tatum's absence from his stream and Smith's commentary on the 2025-2026 Celtics, season being Brown's favorite. Brown sharply questioned the nature of Smith's work, calling it clickbait media, and suggesting that Smith should retire to potentially catalyze a movement for greater integrity in sports media. Jaylen Brown has had a statistically strong season, averaging 28.7 points per game and earning a fourth consecutive All-Star game appearance. Despite this performance, the Celtics were eliminated in the first round by the 76ers. Furthermore, Brown faced a $50,000 fine for criticizing referees during a livestream following a loss to Philadelphia, alleging an agenda among officials. With the deep playoff run seemingly off the table, Brown's conflict with Smith has become a defining narrative. Following Sunday's exchange, observers suggest that the animosity between the Celtics star and the media personality is unlikely to dissipate soon. Recent sports news has highlighted several key developments, including Jaylen Brown's recognition as the sixth MVP, speculation surrounding lottery reform and its potential impact on the Boston Celtics, and updates regarding Peyton Pritchard's contract extension. These topics are generating significant discussion among sports fans and analysts. Further developments in these areas are expected to shape the upcoming season and the competitive landscape in the league. Boston Celtics superstar Jaylen Brown has escalated his public confrontation with ESPN personality Stephen A. Smith, calling for Smith's retirement and labeling him as the face of clickbait media. The escalating feud follows a recent loss for the Celtics in a 7-game series against the Philadelphia 76ers, and Brown's subsequent controversial comments regarding NBA officiating that resulted in a $50,000 fine. Following Brown's remarks, Smith responded on ESPN's First Take, advising Brown to be quiet unless he was seeking a trade, and even suggested Jayson Tatum should have appeared on Brown's Twitch stream instead. Brown retaliated on May 7th with a post on X, stating, "I'll be quiet or stop streaming if you be quiet and retire. Let's give the people what they want." The tension peaked on Sunday night during a recent Twitch stream where Brown directly addressed Smith. Brown played clips of Smith's criticism from the May 7th First Take episode and launched into a scathing attack, demanding Smith retire. Brown argued that Smith's platform is dedicated to creating narratives rather than genuine journalism, accusing him of using clickbait. Brown stated, "Tell this mother f*** seeker to retire because he's the face of clickbait media. And maybe with his retirement we could spark a movement to have some type of integrity in order to hold themselves accountable." He further questioned Smith's suggestion that Tatum should have been on his stream, asserting that Smith was fabricating a narrative and that his platform was being used to push weak opinions. Brown concluded by reiterating his demand. "I want you to be quiet and get off these networks, because you're not using your platform to do real journalism. You're using your platform to use clickbait." The report notes that Smith's growing media presence, including a recent $100 million contract with ESPN, suggests he is likely to issue a response to Brown's intense critique. Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown delivered a blistering public takedown of ESPN pundit Stephen A. Smith during a recent live stream on Twitch, escalating ongoing tension between the two figures. The confrontation followed a previous exchange last week where Smith had criticized Brown's streams and advised him to cease speaking following a loss that saw the Celtics blow a 3-1 series lead against the Philadelphia 76ers. During his live broadcast, Brown directly addressed Smith, unleashing a forceful verbal assault. Brown stated, "F***K Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C, his vocabulary, his delusion, his attire, and his necessity to serve these higher-ups. Man, I'm not trying to hear any of that S***T. You want me to be quiet and stop streaming. I think a lot of people want you to be quiet as well and get off these networks. You're not doing real journalism. You're using your platform to do clickbait." Brown expressed feeling unfairly targeted by Smith, arguing that Smith attempted to misrepresent his previous comments regarding his enjoyment of the season. Brown felt Smith twisted his remarks about his pride in the season, implying that Brown prioritized selfish joy as the top star while Jayson Tatum was injured, rather than contending with a healthy Tatum. Brown countered this by emphasizing that his enjoyment stemmed from overachieving and proving doubters wrong, noting that the team's struggles, including losing key players in trades and having a less respected supporting staff, actually amplified his appreciation for his contributions to the team's second seed standing. Ultimately, Brown asserted a fundamental disagreement with Smith's platform, accusing major sports shows of manufacturing controversy for ratings and branding Smith as a primary instigator of such behavior, contrasting it with genuine game coverage. This exchange highlights a growing rift between the Celtics star and the pundit, a dynamic that has seen other players, including Kyrie Irving and Kawhi Leonard, clash with Smith over personal comments, and LeBron James has also confronted him regarding past remarks. Brown's statement firmly cemented his lack of respect for Stephen A. Smith.